Welcome to another episode of Noiz.I Talks with Friends. We are in a different state. It is your host, Noiz.I. I have my two friends here, which I'll get to in a second. But if you are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 1K followers. Today, we have an interesting episode just because, first of all, if you hear a lot of noises, it's because we are in a break room. Me and my fellow companions, we have obtained our CDL license, and we are right now in classes to do X, Y, and Z. We'll get to that later. But I met these people here doing flatbed training through a school, and it's just been really fun, hanging out every day, going to get food and talking to each other. So I told them, I was like, you know what, guys, I would love to have you on the podcast. So I'll let them introduce themselves, but not really knowing them, super personally, but it's just really cool understanding them as people. Like, we laugh all the time about everything. So yeah, I think they're really intelligent people and funny people, and just can't wait for them to, express who they are. But other than that, we have today.
My name is Trey Williams.
And then you are, sir?
Debo. It's just everybody know about Debo, so that's why I go by.
And then can you like give it to him because?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a bigger name, but it's hard to pronounce, so just call me Debo.
Debo. We got Debo in the building. Okay, so there's some shortcomings of this episode today. So we have a lot of noise going on, the refrigeration over there. We got some fans, people in here eating, all the good stuff. So if you guys could just please keep your attention to the people who are talking. Other than that, how the episode goes, people, we have questions that the interviewees do not know. And they just have to answer accordingly. They have no idea. So, come on the episode, vulnerable. Let's talk about it. Other than that, are you guys ready?
Ready.
Okay, dope. We also only have two microphones because we have two microphones. So they're going to be switching back and forth a lot. So, just bear with me is all I can say. Bear with me. All right. Who wants to go first?
Don't matter.
Okay, so I got three questions today. They're both going to answer the same question, and then we're going to, just talk about the different things or however it goes. But anyways, question number one. What are some things in your life you feel like you should have never went through?
I don't think it's nothing in my life that I shouldn't have went through. That's basically what makes you. That's how I feel about it. Everything in your life that you really go through, it really just make you better, make you the person you are today. So I say nothing.
So like when you answer it that way, I understand, but I feel like as a kid, because like we talk about all the time, man, we went through some poverty. Like we got poverty stories. Like when it comes to that, do you feel like that still makes you who you are? Is like I went through that, and like that still makes me who I am today. Is like because I had to go through that.
Of course, it's humbleness. It puts you in your place, makes you not feel above others, makes you feel just right with everything.
Explain that though. Like what do you mean just right? Like what?
When I say just right, I mean it make you feel like you here instead of just being like, oh, I'm better than this person, or I'm better than that, or I'm better than that. Nah, I'm not above no one. We all the same. We all been through something. We all gonna go through something.
And do you feel like if you were raised in like a privileged household that you'd be different? Like how would you think you would turn out different if you were in a privileged household?
A privileged household? I don't know.
So like I mean to kind of like break it down. So like people who have two-parent households, sometimes obviously they're better than single parent. Yeah. So did you have both parents in your life?
Yeah, I know both parents.
Like even growing up?
I didn't grow up in a two-parent household.
You said you did or you didn't?
Didn't.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so like, yeah. So if your mom and your dad were together, and like, how do you think you would have turned out if they were still there, like together, like raising you?
I probably would have been the same.
Really?
It's not about being a two-parent household.
Why not?
It's all about how you raise.
That too, but like you don't think it's important for the dad to be there?
Of course, but then you can look up to other folks. It don't just have to be a dad.
For sure, but I mean, like, I think it is hard sometimes to kind of not have a father figure there. Like, even though you are, like, you could look up to different male figures. That's not dad, bro. Like, I can learn how to maybe be a man by another male figure, but like when it's your father, that's completely different.
True, it's true. But sometimes, you know, you got grandpas, you got uncles, you got brothers, cousins, all sorts of family members you can look up to. You can look up to folks you're not kin to, mentor, principals, all those type of guys. It's don't have to be one way, you know.
I mean, no, I get that. I think differently just because like. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of ways for you to be affected by it, but there's also different narratives. But okay, I mean, that's his answer, Mr. Trey. You want to repeat the question, or you want to?
Yeah, you can repeat.
Okay, I'll repeat the question. I got you. Yeah. What are some things in your life you felt like you should have never went through?
Man, you know, I grew up in a house with drugs, like a lot of drugs. A lot of people coming through like at like an early age. So at an early age, I kind of knew right from wrong. Like this, whatever is going on right now isn't right, you know. So I think that for me is something I wish I would have never went through. Because I don't think kids at that age should even see that type of stuff.
Like they should be even exposed to that type of nature.
Exactly.
And like, so how did that affect you? Like in today, like, do you feel like you do that stuff, or
Nah.
do you do drugs or anything like that?
Nah, that actually made me not want to do drugs.
Okay, like because you seen people do it and like how they were
I
affected.
seen the effects of it. You know, it was crazy. You know, I just seen my dad. He lived this like real lavish lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And it was good sometimes. You know, it has its benefits, but at the same time, it's like, all right, bro. Like you can see the lives that it was ruining. You know
Yeah, and like you know, with that, the benefits of, you know, having drugs or selling drugs, whatever you want to call it, is just the materialistic part. You know what I mean? So like, you know, you're gonna have the cars, you're gonna have stuff, but you know, materialistic, like you can't do anything with it, but you know, possess it. You know what I mean? Like what can you do with it? But that's just how I think about it. So I mean, you feel like you shouldn't have gone through that. I mean, yeah, because, bro, man, what? Doing drugs in high school, because I'm gonna call myself out here. I did weed, marijuana, but like, you know, that stuff, it really got annoying quick, because I'm like, bro, like, why do people crave this feeling of wanting to be high or like wanting to be drunk, and then you see how that affects your family and people get addicted. So that's something that I've never really wanted to be a part of. But I mean, how do you feel about?
I mean, it got its benefits. That's cool.
What benefits? How? As far as what?
Like, it helps with different sickness. Like, if you read up on it, it's a lot
Medicated.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a lot of good things that come with it. But at the same time, I know people who just wake up, hey, I'm smoking marijuana before they even brush their teeth.
I need it, bro. I need it.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, I mean, if we really want to get into it, I was having sex with this one girl.
Hey, hold on now.
Hey, we about to go.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was having sex with this girl, and like she stopped it like in the middle for a smoke break. Like, bro, like I'm so confused. Like, I'm so confused. Like, you know,
she didn't feel like herself, bro.
like, I don't know what she was feeling at the time, but like I know I was like weirded out. I'm like, bro, I'm talking about light up a J, just like out the whim, and I'm like, that's what you doing? Like, this is what like a weed smoker is?
We was just getting connected, and now you want a blunt.
And bro, like, man, just seeing like how people act. Like, I seen people how they act on weed is like them being drunk.
Bro, yes, bro. And like it's scary to see, because like, I mean, obviously it affects people in different ways, but just seeing the addiction behind a lot of things it's kind of scary, man, because it's like, man, you can't in a sense live without it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that's very hard to do. But yeah, that's question number one. We're going to keep moving on unless you guys want to add something else. Please go ahead. What, bro? What?
What you want to add?
What you want to say, bro? Go ahead.
Question number 2.
All right, question number 2, y'all. Question number 2. Okay, you guys both have children.
Yeah.
What are the challenges you face as young black fathers? Black specifically. No offense to those white people out there, but black specifically.
Man, just trying to teach them the right things. Like, having a positive relationship with their mom. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're not together, just showing them that unity between two people. Even though we're not together, like, you can still see mom and dad have a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
And is that difficult because, like, you know, I mean, and I don't want to project anything onto you, but like, you know, growing up, we've always wanted to see our mom be happy and, like, you know, have, you know, that positive influence with our dad. But like, now that you're going through it, you know, how does that make you feel as a parent? Like, do you feel like you failed your children, even though you're there in their life? Do you feel like you failed your children as far as, like, you know, being a positive image because, like, you know, mom and dad should be together, even though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sometimes, but, you know, I think sometimes it's for the best. Like, I don't want them growing up in a toxic environment where, hey, we can't get along. You know what I'm saying? And they shouldn't see that at that age. That's crazy to see. I think me and her, we're in a real good place. Like, we can communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we had kids when I was like 23, and, you know, we were real young, and that's like just growing together. That's a lot.
And is there anything that you wish you would have done differently with the relationship with the mom? I mean, like, because, like, obviously you said that you're in a good place now. Like, so when you guys weren't in a good place, or, you know, how did you kind of get through that, or what do you think you should have done differently?
I should have listened more. You know what I'm saying? I had this tendency to project my feelings onto everybody else. So I'm a very nonchalant guy.
Right? Yeah.
Very nonchalant.
Yeah.
So, like, when she would try to communicate to me, like, hey, this is bothering me, I'd be like, that's bothering you, bro? Like,
why does that matter?
Yeah,
You're in your feelings.
But you know what I'm saying? I just had to come to a place where, all right, maybe she's not tripping. Maybe it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I should just sit down and listen to what she's saying. And I came to that place, and, you know, we talked it out. You know, it was some real heavy emotions that I'm not really good with, but, you know, I had to put that aside, you know, because we got 3 kids.
Man, and like you're still trying to open up in a sense, because, I mean, as black males, sometimes we're not taught to open up. So, like, you know, when you're transitioning to that and also raising kids, how does that balance for you?
It was hard at first, but then, like, just seeing my kids, like, I got 2 daughters, so I know I can't be like macho nonchalant with them. Like, I have to show them that love and affection. Like,
wow,
I'm the first male that they know.
Sheesh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
man.
It's like, if I'm going to show that to them, I need to show that to their mom. Like, even though we're not in a relationship, it's just still like they need to show they need to see what a positive relationship is, and it starts with me and her.
Man,
so anything that I can do to make that happen, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be feelings there and stuff like that. We don't have to be together to, you know, raise successful kids, have a successful family. Like, you can do it any type of way.
Man, and I'm gonna, because there's a question I want to ask, but I want to ask both of you guys, but I want to get his answer first before we move on. So I'm gonna ask the question again. Is that okay? That's fine. All right. So again, you guys both have children.
Yeah.
What are the challenges you face as a young black father?
Young black father. There's a lot of challenges. See, when you're young and you become a parent, there's a lot of things you don't know. Like, say for instance, like, you run into, like, a lot of things. When you birth a child, that's a whole new world. It's not just you. You got more responsibilities. You got more people to support. You got more things on your plate. So I just look at it like that.
And then, like, so obviously you look at it like that, but, like, When those responsibilities are now yours,
Yeah.
how are you taking care of those responsibilities? You know what I mean? And then also same with him balancing, with the mother as well. Does that make sense? You looked at me confused. So I just want to make sure that makes sense.
See, me and my girlfriend are in a committed relationship, so we try to handle things ourselves. We try to talk it out. If there's anything that I can't do, I ask for help. Anything she can't do, she asks me for help. It's not you gotta learn how to do this or you need to learn how to do that. It's we gonna accomplish this together more than just all the work on just one person. And she does a lot. It's my first time being a dad, and I don't know like the ropes and stuff. And she does a lot, and I try to help and try to be there, and it's getting better. But it takes time.
And then, so I mean, obviously, it is going to take time. But like, when that time is lost, because we are truck drivers now, professional truck drivers. Just to be, who cares? We're professional truck drivers. When that time is lost, how do you make it up? Like when you do go home and like your kids are like, Dad, you know what I mean?
Like we worked out a thing. Like when I come home, we're not gonna sit around and just sit there
Just
and
be there.
sleep all day
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I work hard all week.
Right.
Or, things like that. I'm gonna try to interact with my kids. Me and my girlfriend both are gonna try to interact with the kids on the weekend. Take them out, take them to the park, take them to play. Just spend a lot of time together instead of just. You sleep all day. You work hard all week. I'm gonna sleep all day. I work hard all week.
Right. And then because we're the same age. So like how do you balance your life with also dad life with also boyfriend life? Like how do you balance that? Because there's times where you're going to be out there on the road by yourself, and then you're going to be at home, and then your wife's going to be like, not your wife, but your girlfriend's going to be like, give me attention. So like how do you do that with yourself, your kids, and your girlfriend?
Those things are challenging because
no, because like there's some things like I want to say, but like I have to let him answer first, so that's why.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
It's challenging.
Yeah.
I can say that at the least. It's very challenging because, you're away from home. So you're not going to be there all the time to comfort or support your kids and your girlfriend. You're going to be gone a lot. And it's going to take a toll. It is. That which I know. But like I said, it all's going to take time. Maybe I won't be doing this forever. Maybe I will. We'll have to learn it as it goes. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's a good thing to look. That's a good way to look at it. Just because like a lot of people don't understand that stuff is serious, man. Like you guys have actual kids, like they are yours. Like when you wake up, hey dad, can you? And you got do you have daughters?
I have twins. I have a little boy and a little girl.
See, bro, man, and you got twins, bro. Like, I bet that's like such a heartwarming feeling because. For me, because like we've talked about this, like for me, like I personally don't want kids just because of how the world is. But since you guys have kids, what?
Well, you don't want kids?
Heck nah,
Bro. Kids.
I'm so serious.
Kids will open up your world. Trust me. It like you were saying to him, kids will open you up to places you've never been.
And I understand that completely, but I won't say I'm fearful of the world, but the world's crazy, bro. I can't be sending my kids to, and then people beside waking up, I'm about to shoot this school up today. That's crazy. You know what I mean? And then all the stuff that they feed our kids, all the stuff that they teach our kids, like how is that? But then, that's me being a fearful person because it's like, well, I shouldn't want to create this lifestyle because of, but go ahead. You want to say something?
So are you fearful of that, or are you fearful of who you'll have your kids with?
That too. That plays a big part. Does it not?
I mean, yeah. I'm saying because you said you never want to have kids.
I promise I don't. There's nothing in this world that'll change my mind. All right, go ahead. My fault. Go ahead. Wait now, because we got one more question. I will let you guys ask questions at the end. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
But if you want to ask a question right now, I'll answer real quick. Hurry up. Okay, are you sure? All right, but you gotta hold that because I'm about to ask you one more. it's going to be challenging. You have twins. You're still a young father. You're trying to balance everything out. Do you feel you get enough support of you and your feelings? Because it's like when you are out there by yourself, you obviously have the mentality of being a dad, being a boyfriend. But like, do you feel like you ask a lot of help from your girlfriend or from your family to be like, hey guys, I just need a pick me up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I ask. If I need help or support, I got my girlfriend there. She has my back 100%. My mom, my family, they all support me 1,000%. There's no other way. So if I need anything, like just anything, bro, they're there. That's why I did this.
Hey man, that makes a lot of sense. Just because I think that goes into question 3. So we were going to go to question 3, but I think Debo, I call him D, but Debo wants to go more in depth in what we were talking about. So go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So basically, we was talking about how challenging it is balancing a love life with kids. And it's challenging. To say the least, it's challenging. Because you only have so many hours in a day. Sometimes you're working 12, 10 hours, 8 hours. You're stuck at work. You come home tired. Kids still woke, wife still woke, girlfriend, whatever. They're still woke. They want some love or attention to come to, but you're tired. You're tired every day. And the days you have off, what do you want to do? Sleep. Now that's very challenging. But
hold on real quick. I just realized we switched. We got switched. This is my mic. This is yours. My fault, bro. No, keep going.
So
my bad, viewers.
The best thing I would recommend is making time. Making time changes a lot of things in a relationship with kids. You have to, even though you have to sacrifice a lot, true enough, but you have to make time. Make time for family, make time for your girlfriend, make time for friends. You just have to make time. If you can't find time, make time. You have 24 hours in the day. You may sleep 5, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. What you gonna do the rest of the time? Make time.
And I mean, obviously, like you're gonna learn that over time. But do you feel like you're at least understanding that point, like baking time? Do you think you at least understand it?
I learned to understand it when I first had kids and things. I didn't understand. Like I thought it was come home, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, go to work.
Right,
I
wake
thought it was
up,
still the
right,
regular life.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't. It was not. It was always trying to split the time between sleeping, going out, or just staying home with the kids, loving on them, or just having a day with your girlfriend or your wife. It's kind of like that. But at the same time, you don't know. Things happen.
No, I definitely understand that, man. I think as young, what's good, man? You too. As young parents, I'm not speaking for y'all, but I think it's important for all of us to understand how relationships work and how time works, because we don't have a lot of it. But I'm not going to speak on that because I personally don't have kids. But we're going to go into the last and final question, and then we'll do the closing remarks and then the questions and all that stuff. Okay. Question number 3. What are ways you try to improve your mental health? Because like that is not talked about a lot. And you and I were talking about that earlier, just like on here. But what are some ways do you think you improve your mental health, or do you feel like you do it at all, or? What?
I think you need to come through there.
No, you don't. I don't think so.
So, men go through a lot, and they keep it built up inside them. See, me, I'm not the type that's going to express anything, because most people don't understand. Yeah, most people don't understand. Men understand men most of the time.
I mean, obviously because we're men, but yeah.
Now, if you find a person that understands you, knows you, can pick your brain, just what's going on here, what's going on there, what's this, that, the third.
Do you feel like your partner understands your girlfriend?
100%. She's always asking me about this situation, that situation. How do I feel about this? How can we do better doing this, that, and the third? She been 100.
Yeah, yep. And I think that's that's a beautiful thing too, because communication goes a long way. It's not about just understanding, but it's also about active listening. So if you and I are having a conversation and I'm only wanting to react to what you're saying, that's not active listening. I'm just like about to just attack you. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Having someone to talk to about your mental health, just sitting them down, telling them what's going on in your day, how your day been going, or what's bothering you, or just saying like. Just telling her, just expressing your feelings instead of just keeping them balled up.
Yeah, and like we I feel like we all need to do that though. It's just have conversation with people, because like when you do come home from a day, there's a lot of stuff that you want to talk about, that you just think about. But I feel like if you keep it bottled up, then you become those things. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. But do you have anything else you want to say real quick? Okay, I'm gonna go to Trey. So again, same question. What are ways you try to improve your mental health?
I don't know if I really try to improve my mental health.
Wow, way to be honest.
I don't really talk about it, but what's so crazy is a lot of people really don't ask. A lot of people really don't even ask.
So I understand that, but do you feel like if you were to go out your way and ask people for help, that it'll make you look a certain way? Is that the reason why you don't ask?
No, because I don't do that, because like, what are you gonna do?
Say that again.
What are you gonna do? If I told you I'm not fine, what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you about it. I know I can't put actions towards making you feel better, but we can have a conversation about it. I think talking about it is at least a first step. But if you don't think talking about it is a solution, then that's a issue that you have to face.
Yeah, for me, talking about it doesn't help. I don't need to talk about anything.
I need to understand that though. Like, why?
Because like
you say it doesn't do anything, but you not doing anything doesn't do anything.
Well, let me take that back. I talk to myself.
Okay.
I talk to myself. So, like, I just sit in the room, like, say just like some messed up stuff just happened. You know what I'm saying? I just replay. I sit in the room by myself and I replay it in my head. And I, like, really answer the question. Like, why did this happen? You know what I'm saying?
But if you only have one view, how are you ever going to see the full picture? You know what I mean?
It's not one view. It's the view. I'm the one that's going through it.
But it can be not explored. It can be not explained. Gosh, I don't have the right words right now. It can be
interpreted.
Not even interpreted, because like interpreted. I mean, I don't know. Keep talking. I'll think of something.
I mean, I'm just not. Like, I am big on I understand mental health.
Do you?
Yeah, like I understand like people wanting to talk to other people.
You understand it, but you don't do it.
Yeah, I don't. Me personally, I don't do it.
But how does that help you if you?
Because I'm always great.
That's not what you just said though. You said people don't ask you, right?
Yeah, people don't ask, but I mean like.
And I'm not outright saying like, oh, hey, this dude's depressed. No, that's not what I'm saying, bro. But I'm saying like. Why not? Why not?
Because I'm never really depressed. I've probably been depressed like one time in my whole entire life.
But mental health isn't just depression, though.
Okay.
Mental health to me is all aspects. It's like communication overall. Like, this is what I was feeling today. Let me talk about it with somebody. That to me is mental health. What we're doing right now is mental health. We're just talking to each other. So that's how I view it. Maybe you view mental health in a negative way, because it's like you see how people are. Like, oh, that person's depressed. He needs to go to therapy. I'm not projecting that on you. I'm just saying.
I mean, Not really. Like,
Okay, I mean,
you can be expressive. Like a woman I talk to, I tell her, be expressive. Tell me what's on your mind every day.
do you tell her though? What's on your mind?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah. But I'm not.
confused.
I'm not finna just go in depth about it. Like, okay,
Why? That's my question. Why?
because you should know. Why shouldn't you know? Say you did. Say I did something to a woman that made her uncomfortable. She
Okay.
speaks on it.
Okay.
She's like, hey, whatever you just did, that made me uncomfortable. I
Right.
didn't feel good about that. Or you said something that made me feel away. That's cool. We can talk about that. If you do something, sometimes I might not say nothing. It depends on what it is. Like, if I feel like it could be overlooked, I'll overlook it.
That's a problem.
Not all the time.
That's a
Like,
problem, bro. That's a problem,
no, I'm
bro.
not saying overlook everything.
No, I understand that, but if you see something you don't want to say and you overlooking it, it's just as bad as you not saying nothing.
It depends on what it is.
I disagree, bro. I disagree.
You can't call out everything somebody does.
I disagree with that too, though.
Why? Okay, if you're in a relationship and you call out everything that this person does that you don't like, so are you gonna compliment them on everything they do, everything that you do like?
If I see something I don't like, why would I not tell someone I don't like it, bro? Am I just gonna keep seeing it every day?
No, but it's a difference though.
How?
Like, okay, what's the scale?
Okay. Let's throw out a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm with a girl and she smokes cigarettes, she does it every day.
That's a big pet peeve of mine.
Right.
You're not finna just light up a Newport joint in front of me.
Right, but you said that you overlook things. I don't understand that. I understand that that's a pet peeve. But let's say you overlook that, then you're just gonna be with it.
I would never overlook that though.
So give me something that you would overlook, so I can understand.
What's something that I would overlook? Maybe. Damn, that's a great question. I don't know.
That's my point.
I don't know.
There's nothing that you're gonna overlook if it's bothering you. That's a fact.
It's a lot that you can. It's stuff that you can overlook. Now, in a relationship wise, there's things you can overlook. If you work on it over time, you can. Now, certain things you just can't overlook. Like,
So explain that though. So like, what are some things that you're overlooking in a relationship? That's what I'm saying.
feelings, basically. You know how feelings you can feel feelings different type of way.
Then that's an unhealthy relationship.
That's not unhealthy.
If you,
Because you don't
listen. Time out. Whoa.
Okay.
Wait now.
I'm talking.
If a woman does something to make you mad, and then you do something to make that woman mad, and you guys both go to bed angry, that's overlooking it, correct? What was the solution for doing that?
I mean, he just made me forget my train of thought. You can overlook it when y'all both first meet. Y'all don't know the feelings towards each other. You don't know how she feel about you. You don't know how you feel about her.
That's not overlooking though. That's
when you put
understanding
the feelings
somebody.
out on the table. What you gonna say? I don't like the way you feel about this. You.
Yes, you can express it. I'm not. What I'm saying is, even if it's addressed, I'm not saying change it.
Mm-hmm.
When I think like when he talks about overlooking it, I'm thinking he's addressing it. No, I'm thinking that he sees it and doesn't address it. That's what I'm saying. That's what overlooking is.
Oh,
you see it and don't address it.
If there's a problem there, it should be worked on. Every problem could be worked on.
And that's what I'm saying.
As a team.
He said that he sees the problem and sometimes he overlooks the problem. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but
it depends on, again, how big that problem is.
just give me a situation so I can understand.
We said smoking.
You make your own situation.
Okay.
Just so I can understand your brain. So I'm like, okay, now I understand.
All right. I don't like you missing to pay a bill. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it is a problem, but I will overlook that. Like, it's human error.
Okay, I understand that. I
know what I'm saying?
That I understand.
Like it's some things. It's like,
but would that bother you?
Yeah, because I'm very consistent.
And then when you address it,
but I'm not going because I can't put me onto other people.
That's your partner, though. We're talking about relationship.
Yes, that's
aspect.
my partner, but she's still her own person.
I get that, but if you're consistent and that bothers you, you're just not going to address it.
No, if it's consistent, then
no. I'm saying you're consistent. You're saying you're consistent.
Yeah, I'm consistent, but
Right.
I can't make you be consistent like me.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes, you can. Why can't you?
Okay, if me and a woman are in a relationship, over time,
And she's inconsistent. We're starting with that, right? Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Is
she
this a scenario?
can be inconsistent,
Okay,
but that's
okay,
cool.
okay.
But over time, she's gonna pick up on things that I do that's
Right.
gonna change her.
Right.
I'm gonna pick up on things that's gonna change me.
We are agreeing.
From her.
We are agreeing.
But if she's still inconsistent, that's her, and that's okay.
And you're going to overlook that? Am I understanding?
Okay, I think we was talking about this the other day.
Okay.
You got 10 things in a girl.
Okay.
10 things. She meets 8 of those. Are the other 2 like that big of a deal to where I can't be with you?
Yes. Now, it's because I'm very unrealistic. I don't understand relationships that much because I haven't been in a lot of them or in them. And that's my problem. That's my problem. I feel like I have to have a perfect relationship. Not even necessarily because of like who I am. Chill, bro. I saw the face reaction. Relax, bro. I feel like I have to have a perfect scenario because I've never seen that. My mom was always single. My dad was always single. My sister's single. I mean, there's people in my family who are married, but it's like, the people who are single, I don't want them to be single forever.
Right. That's just what you know and what you've grown around.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to grow out of that. So, like, if I see a problem in a female, nah, it's over with.
Like he just said, there's 10 things. If she's an 8 out of 10, that's almost perfect. You're never gonna meet the perfect girl.
And that's true.
Well, not the perfect girl, the perfect woman.
Right, and that's something that I still deal with because even if she is an 8 out of 10, and let's say I am very interested in her, if I'm coming to a female and I want to pursue her, my foundation needs to be where it's at. You know what I mean? Or somewhere near where I'm like, you know what? If we were to have a family, which will never happen, if we were having a family, I know I can support her. Bro, anyways, I know that I can support that person, on those different levels. Go ahead. I don't know if you have anything else.
It's not much of a support thing. Everybody that gets in a relationship don't have their stuff together from day one.
For sure. That's my problem. I want my stuff together to be together day one. So before we get into the last part of the episode, I just want to say I want to thank D and Trey for being here. Debo and Trey for being here. Just because I did not think that this was going to turn out this well. Not saying that I didn't think that they weren't intelligent people, but it's good to see that we can just sit here and have a good conversation. But at the end of every episode, I do a segment where the people can ask me questions. Usually it's one question only, but since we're having a good time, I'll let you guys ask at least 2 each, at least. But if you wanna continue off of what we were just talking about, we can start there and then move on. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I want
Go
you
ahead.
to continue.
Go ahead.
I want you to continue
with
what you was just saying.
As far as like the women, like relationship and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let me break it down for you. Where I am at in my life, I feel like if I want to pursue a woman, I need to come correct, and that's having a foundation. However that foundation looks, that's how it looks. I want to have a foundation, and I want to be established. I know that I come with some flaws. I could be 8 out of 10. That's great, but when I meet a woman and we're both 8 out of 10s, that's a good thing. But then I'm like, dang, is it because of me or is it because of you? In my mind, that's messed up. I know it's messed up because it's a perfection game. And then I will be constantly looking for the one. So it's like, that's something that I have an issue with because it's like, if I'm not established, if I don't have a foundation, if I'm constantly looking for the one, am I ever going to find it? And that's what I had to get over. because it's like there's a block in my heart that's like, nah, don't do that because it could be this.
Right.
And maybe I have missed out on a lot of wonderful people because of that. But go ahead.
I'm pretty sure you have.
Gosh.
I'm pretty sure you have.
Hey, I
Because,
understand.
okay, what if you're a 6 or a 7 out of 10?
Okay, hold on. That's too low. That's too low, bro.
right,
No, I'm joking. Go ahead. Let's say 6 or 7. 6 or 7.
Let's say y'all both are a 6 or a 7 by yourselves.
Right.
But together,
We're a 10.
y'all are 10. Like, y'all make each other better. Why not try to pursue that instead of trying to find perfection before y'all even in a relationship?
You know, I'm gonna answer this question truthfully, people. I don't know.
Or
I don't know.
Are you scared? Are
Yes.
you scared to
Yes.
give your heart to a woman?
Yes. What?
Why?
This is why. Hey, I've never opened up about this on YouTube ever. So there is a friend of mine. We were kids. Her name is Brianna. We always went to church together, choir, plays, all the good stuff. At 10 years old, I knew I'm about to marry her. Period. She had cancer and passed away. I never ever wanted to compare someone to her. So like when I meet people, it's like, you don't have those same qualities she did. Even though we were 10, you don't have the same qualities she did. She made me feel this. We expressed this. We did this. And now I'm trying to find her in people. I'm never going to do that again because she's not here.
Right.
So it's like that's something that I have like a block over. I don't know how to let people in, and like that's why I said like on the previous episode, love for me is confusing. I know how to give it. I know how people receive it. And I can give it to them, but how I receive it,
You don't know how to accept it.
I don't know how to accept it. I don't know how to accept it. That's
I
just me.
don't know how to accept love either.
Oh, okay. See, now we're getting deep. We're getting
I
deep.
don't know how to either.
It's hard.
It's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing. Like
And
you said,
go ahead. I'm
like
not
you said, I can give it. I give it freely. Not freely, but just
naturally because that's who you are.
But accepting it from a woman is just like
It's hard, man.
it's hard. Like because it's like what comes with this. Like I know my intentions. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's hard to figure out somebody else's intention.
And then I'm just going to be completely vulnerable and honest. In high school, I was a whore, okay? Humongous whore, okay? And I'm not saying that proudly, but it's like I got love and lust confused. So like now when I'm trying to find it, it's like, do I like you or do I lust you? And that's where I'm confused, okay?
See, I was always great at separating those two.
Nah, not me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying like today. Nah, today too. I'm still trying to understand that because it's like a woman can be attractive. Like, damn, I mean, sorry, mom, I just want her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want her. But do I want her? You know what I mean?
Like you could want her in that moment,
And that's a bad thing.
because that's just how you feel in that moment. But say like a day later, 2 days later, you looking at her and it's like y'all having a conversation. It's
Like, she ain't the one.
she ain't the one. Like, bro, like I don't even know how we even got to this point. You know what I'm saying? But it happens like that.
Man, yeah. So we're at the end of the episode. We finished how we were talking about. I'm gonna let them ask me 2 questions and 2 questions only. So if you guys can take the time, if you guys have one, great. You guys go back and forth. It don't matter. Who's starting? You starting? Let's get going.
I want to pick your brain here.
Pick my brain, cuz.
I want to know if there's a woman out there, who or what would she be? I'm saying like character traits, personality, just all those type of things.
It's funny because like I am attracted to a lot of people, personalities, characteristics. Like there's not like something like, you know, she has to be this every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no perfect type.
No, yeah. There's no perfect type. But if I was to break it down in like, you know, titles or whatever you want to say it, I love humor. I love music. I love going, not going out, but I love going to concerts and, you know, all that type of stuff. Sports, all that stuff. And then I love communication. So if I can't communicate, then, you know, why are we talking? Why are we interested in each other? I don't know if that answers your question. Did I not go in depth enough?
You went right at the question, and I like how you said.
Okay.
Like they said, nobody's perfect. You'll never find like a woman that.
I'm understanding that now. Is what I should say. No one's perfect. I understand that now, but we'll get there. Oh wait, no. Because do you have another question?
I do.
Okay.
I want to know. I got
Why are you looking at me?
No, because I got a good question.
Go ahead, bro.
You're a guy at many things. You're a musician, right?
Yes. Yep.
Singer. Are you an artist?
I wouldn't say artist. I'm more of a producer than an artist.
I want to know what's behind the thing. What's your drive?
What's my drive?
Yeah.
Like it's just like in life or specifically that?
Behind all those things, behind everything you do.
Wow, dude. Showing people who are my age and who look like me that you can do anything. There's nothing in this world that we can't do, people. Black people, look at me. Black people, look at me. There's nothing in this world we can't do. We can be architects, we could be videographers, photographers, artists, editors. We can do everything. We originated everything. No offense to those white people out there, but it's the fact. But not even like making it a race thing, but it's just true. People who look like me, we don't feel like we can do anything besides entertain. You know what I mean? We can sit down and have a conversation. I can teach you about financial literacy. I can teach you how to do stocks. We can do anything we freaking want to. So if there's something in front of me that I want to do, I'm going to go do it. That's my drive. And then the impact behind it. If I can show 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 1 million people how to live their lifestyle and make an income from it, that's what I want to do. I do not want to wear a company logo forever. Who wants to do that? You want to wake up and put a shirt on and be like, can't wait to go to work? No.
Nah. That's another thing.
And that's why I say, if you do social media, or if there's something that you're good at, if you're a great dad, if you're a good boyfriend, people out there want to relate to us, bruh. Because some people don't understand that. Make a video. Hey, my name is Debo. My name is Trey. This is how to be a better boyfriend. People will tune in because some people suck at it. No offense, people. I'm not saying we're all perfect because we're not. We just said that. I know that now. We're not all perfect. But people out there want to relate to people. So if I feel like I can be that person, why would I not want to be that? That's it. But he asked us 2 questions, so I got to go you real quick.
I don't know if I got no questions.
You got nothing? Or just give me one. If you have one. Take your time.
Why did your last relationship end?
I like this question.
And
You're doing sub questions? Go ahead.
And before you ask, don't put the blame on her.
Oh, I would never do that.
Give it your perspective.
No, for sure.
From your perspective of what you could have done better.
Man, come on, man. I'm about to stay here and cry. So the last person I like really talked to, it was tough. Not on her part, but just because coming out of my whole phase, trying to understand how to be a boyfriend, even though I didn't really want to be. I felt pressured, even though that's something I, asked her for. It was like, I want you. At the time, she didn't want me. And I was like, you know what? Man, forget that. And I stayed. And then I felt like I settled because she didn't want me. And then when she wanted me, she wanted to go all in. And then by that time, I felt like I was already out of it.
Right.
But man, I could talk about this for days. One of the biggest things was immaturity. I didn't understand how to be there as a boyfriend, or because like I didn't think of it as that. I just thought we was 2 people who liked each other. We went out on dates and we did stuff. That's it. Right. I never really gave like I never really gave it a title because I hated titles.
Right.
I want to you're what? Right. Because I've never seen that being exemplified in my life. Mm-hmm. People in my life, they weren't boyfriends, they weren't husbands, they were, hey, you look cute, let's go out, go back to the room, X, Y, and Z. And I understood that I made her a fantasy world. Like I treated her as like, when it's all said and done, if I'm bored, I can come home to you. If I'm horny, I can come home to you. I'm not saying I'm not saying that's what I knew like at the time, but if I was to look at it as a big picture, that's what it was. That's how I treated it. Mm-hmm. And I felt like a complete a-hole, bro, because it damaged her in so many ways I can't even explain. And then, you know, when it gets to the point of that person moving on or her moving on, or I was like, you about to disrespect me, move on? Like, we just did all, and that's stupid, because then that's manipulation. That's mind control.
Exactly.
So looking back on it, there's a lot of things I could have done, and that's being mature and understanding my feelings earlier, because I feel like if I was to understand love sooner or how to be there for her sooner, we would have been together today. And like, you know, that's something that it's really tough to talk about, because I mean, obviously I blame myself every day, but like I like beat my head like, man, if I was just to figure it out, if I was just to be established or have a foundation or understand feelings sooner, if I was to that would have worked. And like I feel like my heart sometimes is super confused, because like I understand emotions, but how to express them is different. I know I understand how to communicate,
Right.
but do I understand how to communicate emotions? Completely different thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's my answer, bro. If you have one more, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too.
Nah, I got one.
Okay. Gosh dang. Okay.
Oh, this gonna be deep. Pause. Do you think your relationship with your mom affects how you treat women?
Bro, what? Ooh, yes. So shout out to my mom. We had an episode. I think she's like episode 5, 4. Doesn't matter. Shout out to my mom. My mom is a single mother, and I said this before. My mom is a single mother. She's done everything by herself, right? So me seeing that, I'm like, dang, I don't need nobody. I can wake up, go out in the world, be who I am, come home, go to sleep. Because that's what I saw my mom did. Growing up, to adulthood now, I can see that she craves love, bro. Like, she wants it. She wants to be married. She wants to be wife. She wants to have a good house, because she never did that when she was a younger mother. So yes, it does. It affects it a lot. Not on her end, more so on how I view it. If you're an independent mom, because I'm not saying my dad was never there, because he was there, but my mom was, the majority of my life. If I'm seeing my mom doing something independently, I'm gonna do it too. You don't need nobody? Bet. You going home, going to sleep by yourself? Bet. I'm gonna do the same thing. That's how I treated it. That's how I treated women. I don't need you. But now I'm in a place where it's like, man, relationships kind of look fun, bro. Like, you could, and like not in the sense of like entertainment, but you don't have to do life alone. And that's what I've thought my entire life, is like, I have to do life alone. Go ahead. I know you want to say something.
Like, looking back now, like at your adult age now, like looking back on your life with you the only child, right?
Nah, me and my sister.
Looking back, how did you see your mom? Like, you said you seen her, she crave love.
Now, yeah. I mean, she's always has, but I see it now more.
You see it now,
right?
How does that make you feel? Like,
hurt.
Yeah,
hurt. Because I don't want her to think that like life is over.
Right.
And I'm only in my 20s, but it's just like sometimes I think life is over, and because I haven't found nobody or whatever. But and like I don't. That's another thing too. Like I don't want to feel like I'm looking for someone out of desperation. Like I'm not like, hey, I need you because I'm so lonely and
I need you before 30.
Like you know me, so like you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to say. But mainly just understanding that emotions are real, feelings are real, and I feel like until I understand that, until I can like actually tap into that, it's really hard for me to open up to be like, hey, let's be in a relationship. This is what it is. I'm trying to get there. Like I really want to do like take therapy. I mean, like this is a therapy for me because like I get to have conversations with friends, but I do want to take therapy outside of this, bro, so I can understand it, because it's more than just talking. It's understanding your feelings too. That's all I got.
I don't believe in therapy though. We'll go therapy.
All right, this is therapy for him. Anyways, this was the end of the episode of Noiz.I Talks with Friends. This was actually a wonderful episode, guys. Thank you so much for even coming on today. And opening me up a little bit. Pause. Just because I don't really as a as a host. Chill, bro. Chill. As a host, I really don't get to talk that much about like how my thing is, how my life is. But there'll be episodes, or maybe an episode where I do that. So I just want to thank you guys for coming in today. It is Noiz.I and Debo and Trey, and we are out.